My name is Trevane Waldron. I'm a nurse. I currently work here today. I'm at work at Coney Island Hospital, otherwise known as South Brooklyn Health.
All right, appreciate that, Trevane. So how do you get to and from work every day?
So I drive from I live in Brownsville.
Okay.
I drive from home to work. It probably takes me like 20 minutes to get here.
20 minutes
in the morning.
to get here.
Yeah. I get up at 5. And then I try to leave the house by maybe 6:30 the latest to get here for 7:30.
All right. Why do you take so much time?
No, well, because parking in the neighborhood. You know, they do have a off-site parking for nurses, but I just I feel like my problem with that is that, you know, it leaves every 15 minutes. So even if I get there at 7, I still gotta wait till 15 minutes because they want to load up as a whole bus.
Right.
But so I'd rather just go park in the neighborhood on my own. The best times to find parking, or the best days to park in this neighborhood, as I find, is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Friday is a shit show. Friday's like the hardest days to find parking.
How long you been living in New York now?
Since I got here, I would say about 9 years old. I got here.
9 years old.
Yeah.
So, what is the longest time you ever spent looking for parking?
An hour. An hour or more, to be honest.
And this doesn't include you driving. This is just you looking for parking.
Yes. Even just with this very example of work, sometimes I remember one time I got here early on a Friday. I got here 7 o'clock. You know, now I got to be here for 7:30, and you know, I'm just driving around until I was like, because it's alternate side parking.
Right.
That's the next thing, and then I just pretty much give up, and I was like, yo, I'll just park here on the side that I'll know I'll get a ticket and
just pay that later.
Yeah,
and how much the tickets normally would be?
$35.
You said how much?
$35.
$35.
Yeah, if it's a hydrant, it's $115.
Have you ever gotten a hydrant ticket before?
Yeah.
What was you said it was a $115?
$115.
So how often do you get tickets for parking on alternate sides, despite the fact that you know like you're going to get a ticket? How many times a week does that happen?
Well, since I've been here, it's happened twice.
Twice.
Yeah, I haven't really, you know, besides just working, I don't really go out much, but besides just working, you know, and at nighttime is a little bit easier because you could just block the hydrant.
Yeah, true. So have you ever used a parking garage before?
No.
You never used a parking garage?
What do you mean, like, what is that?
Like a parking garage where you pay for the parking.
Oh, yeah, of course. Like when I go to Manhattan, I'll probably do that.
And how much you paid for that?
That is like, when I went to Manhattan for Valentine's Day, that was like $70 something for the whole 24 hours.
For 24 hours,
yeah.
$70 something.
Or depending on where you go. Some places have it $60 for 6 hours or something. It depends on what part of the city you go to.
So question. New York is a city that is known for its transportation, right? So why do you choose to drive to work when you could take the subway? If parking is that difficult?
I think for that is more of a convenience for me. Like, since I've started driving, I feel like, you know, I can pretty much take my all my stuff, all my personal belongings. You know, instead of me catching a train and having one seat, you know, I have 5 seats in my car. I can pack my car with whatever I need. My gym stuff, I'm going to go to the gym later, is in there, like, you know, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying?
Compared to walking around with that all day.
Yeah.
What if I told you about an app that not only is cheaper than you paying for a garage, it's only $3 a month it's going to cost you, and the first year of using the app is going to be free. Totally free of charge for you. It helps you find parking in your neighborhood. It even alerts you when there's alternate side cleaning, so you could go move your car before you get that ticket. And it also allows you to share a specific parking space with a friend. So let's say you're at an event and you park, and you walk into the event and you see a parking space, and now you know a friend is coming. You could now tell that friend, well, hey, yo, there's a parking space at such location. And that way now, instead of your friend coming and looking for parking, your friend knows that there's a specific location where you sent him, that there will be a parking space available for him. And when you do share that space, it's only being shared between you and that friend. No one else could see it. It's just you and that friend. What do you think about
I'll
that?
be very, very interested in that.
You ever in a rush to get somewhere and just know your biggest problem is going to be parking? TPA PullApp will help you find the closest available parking and access the app via your phone's app store or through a shared QR code. Once the profile is created, you've unlocked the full access. This app features a parking spot locator that will pinpoint where you've last parked. This also allows you to share notes left on the parking space with friends. The notes can include scheduling of street cleaning. You have the ability to share available private spaces with friends who might be on their way. You can always have a friend find a space for you and send you that exact location. And all you're gonna need is the code. Able to set reminders.
Yeah, this is very convenient because you know ahead of time where you're gonna park.
Right.
You know, versus like how I come here and I have to circle the blocks over and over.
Definitely.
Finding parking. So if I knew I had a place to park where I already know where I'm going, that's gonna save me so much more time.
Right. The only thing I want to add to that also is that the simple fact that we do not own any parking spaces in the city or around the city. So if possible, someone is using that app and that person doesn't just park in that space without saying that they occupy the space because they don't have the app, you're simply just going to open up the app again and then go find another parking space that's near you. You don't have to mark it off because from the time you select that spot and you select to navigate to that spot is automatically taken off of the app. You're the only one now have access to that spot. It's like a first come, first serve basically. So yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Either way, it's still a much more convenient way than just coming there. Now you're coming there blind,
right?
And you have to circle around to find a spot. Versus this is giving you a direction to say, well, come right here, and you can have the spot. That's what I like about it so far.
Most definitely.